What's up everybody, it's me E-Man from E-Man's Movie Reviews, and today we're going to review The Old Guard. Okay, let's get into a quick intro. A group of mercenaries who are extremely hard to kill have been trying to protect the world for centuries. Now they're faced with a major challenge of having their secret exposed. Enough of that, let's get into the good.
The good.
I think the most intriguing aspect of The Old Guard is going to come from the healing factor of the main characters. It's one of the biggest selling points of the movie, and it doesn't fail to deliver as promised. You know, similar to a car crash, it's really hard to turn away after you see a really gruesome injury, and then all of a sudden it quickly heals up. I think what made this believable is how the film tried to ground the healing component. For example, smaller wounds can heal quicker compared to larger wounds. In a sense, that minor difference made The Old Guard seem a little bit more realistic, even though it's in this fictional world. Another positive for this movie is going to come through more of the sentimental narratives told through the characters. I appreciated how the characters were able to recount their personal stories to convey the downside of being able to live so long. I thought that brought a nice sense of balance to the other benefits that they enjoyed from being immortal. It should also be mentioned that much of the acting in this movie does help to really cement those dramatic moments. Charlize Theron, who plays Andy, definitely sells the emotional burden her character has to carry, and it only serves to add even more intrigue to her character's past. This was also the case with the rest of the supporting cast, and as a result, you may even feel more sympathetic towards them. Okay, enough of that. Let's get right into the bad.
The bad.
I think the biggest disappointment that I had with The Old Guard came from the, well, ordinary action sets. The combination of choppy editing and less than innovative fight choreography made the fight scenes feel less intense and authentic. They did a good job of highlighting the bodily injuries and the healing that followed up. Nonetheless, there didn't seem to be very many unique components to really help the action in The Old Guard stand on its own. What I mean is, it seemed like there were some missed opportunities to really showcase the extraordinary abilities of the characters. For instance, if you have a warrior-like character living in different cultures for centuries, one would expect that they would have adopted different fighting styles over time. Since we do get flashbacks of the character's past, it would have been more stimulating to see them demonstrate their cumulative fighting styles in various action scenes. Now, to the film's credit, The Old Guard does highlight how some characters use their healing abilities to their advantage in fights. I think it would have been to the film's benefit had they depicted more uncommon fighting tactics in combination with the healing factor to really leave a unique footprint in the action movie genre. Okay, let's move on to the reason.
The reason.
The Old Guard is a well-balanced film that provides generic action but more unexpected drama with some heart. If you were thinking that this movie was going to be the second coming of Chris Hemsworth's Extraction, you'll be disappointed. It's not that action-packed. However, The Old Guard actually tries to care about its characters and their feelings, and then the action comes in as a secondary priority. Charlize Theron is solid, as expected, and Kiki Layne seems to really be coming along as a co-star in this role too. Now, I took some time to watch the graphic novel that this movie was based on, and I gotta say, it did stick to about 85% of the story. I was actually a bit surprised that the villain in the movie was less eccentric compared to the comic. Beyond that, there were only a few minor changes in the story that were noticeable in comparison as well. So when it comes to the rating for The Old Guard, I've got to give it a 7 out of 10. The Old Guard does make for a pretty decent watch on Netflix. Personally, I kind of think this movie would have worked out better as like a Netflix series rather than a full-length feature film. There's just more context that could have been fleshed out to give the story a little bit more impact. But nevertheless, feel free to give The Old Guard a watch on Netflix when you have some time. So, do you plan on watching The Old Guard on Netflix? If and when you do, come on back to this video and let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Anyway, that's all the time I got for today. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my video. I always appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.